I'm carrying a box that doesn't exist, a heavy illusion in a morning mist. My shoulders are tired, but my hands are free. I'm looking at a shadow that belongs to me. It's awkward and heavy, pulling at the bone. A sudden isolation in the quiet zone. You tell me to drop it, but I hold it tight. It's the only thing keeping me on the ground tonight. The pressure is a blanket, cold and so dark. I'm making a cynical and a quiet mark. I'm learning how to love the unfamiliar weight. It's an indescribable and a heavy mood, a quiet invasion in the solitude. It hurts just a little, but it feels so right. I'm standing in the center of the fading light. What is this feeling? I don't really care. I'm breathing the thick and the cynical air. The saxophone drones in a minor key, a broken reflection of what I used to be. The rhythm is slow, dragging on the beat. I'm finding my balance on the empty street, a comfortable ache in the back of the mind, leaving the logical and the safe behind. I'm sinking a little, but I'm perfectly fine, tracing the edge of a crooked design. Don't try to lift it, don't try to save. I'm riding the crest of a heavy wave, a beautiful kind of a quiet crush. The tape is rolling with a quiet hiss. I'm finding a strange and a heavy bliss. I don't need a name for the thing I hold. I'm buying the silence that was never sold. The phantom is heavy, the phantom is real. I'm forgetting exactly how I'm supposed to feel. It's an indescribable and a heavy mood, a quiet invasion in the solitude. It hurts just a little, but it feels so right. I'm standing in the center of the fading light. A flicker in the eye, a glitch in the heart. I'm watching the memory falling apart, like a faded out frame in a dusty old reel. I'm trying to remember how I'm supposed to feel. The colors are shifting, a sepia blur. I'm becoming the person that I never were. It's a pleasant kind of a broken down state. I'm standing outside of a heavyweight gate, fragmented visions, a digital tear. I'm finding my peace in the middle of the fear. Everything is out of the focus today. Immersing in the feelings that I cannot name, a beautiful glitch in a cynical game. It's awkward and moody, it's vaguely alright. I'm dancing in the middle of the faded out light. What is this feeling? A crack in the glass, and so thin. I'm shedding the layers of the heavyweight skin. The rhythm is steady, but the melody's wrong. A very uncomfortable and a beautiful song. No resolution, no happy ever after. Just a quiet kind of a cynical laughter. I'm framing the shadow, I'm framing the light. I'm making it perfect in the middle of the night. Listen to the friction, listen to the break. I'm doing it all for the uncertainty's sake. A masterpiece of a fragmented minute. The final export, the final review. I'm looking at a version that is totally new. The crossover's finished, the border is crossed. I'm finding the pieces that I thought were lost. I'm closing the software, I'm walking away. I'm the only master at the end of the day. Immersing in the feelings that I cannot name. A beautiful glitch in a cynical game. It's awkward and moody, it's vaguely alright. I'm dancing in the middle of the faded out light.
The noise is a blanket, warm and so thick. I'm watching the seconds as they slowly flick. Thousands of people, thousands of lives. I'm sharp as a razor, I'm one of the knives. But I'm feeling so blunt, I'm feeling so round. A heavy vibration in a beautiful sound. I don't wanna talk, I don't wanna see. I'm just enjoying the anonymity. It's a static comfort, a cynical grace, a blurred out vision of a familiar face. I'm losing the signal, I'm losing the track. Indescribable waves are pulling me down. A king in a lost in a paper-made crown. It's heavy and awkward, it's vaguely alright. I'm merging with the center of the urban night. What is this feeling? Ghost in the bone, perfectly happy to be entirely alone. The trumpet is grown in the metallic sigh. I'm watching the neon as it's passing me by. The colors are bleeding purple and gold. A story that's waiting to be finally told. But the words are too heavy, the words are too slow. I'm just letting the liquid emotion flow. No resolution, no clear-cut design. Just a tangled web that is perfectly mine. Everything's static, everything is deep. Waking the secrets that I wanted to keep. A beautiful kind of a heavy mess. The snare is a snap, a sudden delay. I'm washing the logic of the morning away. If I'm drowning a little, I don't really mind. Leaving the logical reasons behind. I'm standing still in the middle of the rush. A sudden and a heavy and a sentiment. Indescribable waves are pulling me down. The king in a lost and a paper-made crown. It's heavy and awkward, it's vaguely alright. I'm merging with the center of the urban night. The walls are moving in a shade of gray. I'm losing touch with the concept of the day. It's not a sadness, it's not a relief. A strange kind of shadow, a silent thief. I'm looking at the ceiling, tracing the line. Everything is broken, but everything is fine. I can't quite name what I'm feeling inside. Just a heavy wave and a rising tide. Is it a beginning or is it the end? A broken signal that I cannot mend. I'm caught in the middle of a hollow sound. I'm immersing in the moments I can't explain. A bit of the sun and a bit of the rain. It's awkward and heavy, it's vaguely okay. I'm watching the colors just fading away. What is this feeling? I don't really know. Just letting the cold and the uncertainty grow. The roads is humming a crooked little tune under the gaze of a paper white moon. I'm sitting in the corner holding my breath, a life that is dancing on the edge of a death. No words for the texture, no words for the weight, just a long vibration in a holy state. I'm smiling a little but my eyes are so dry, a cynical angel in a digital sky. Listen to the static, listen to the blur. I'm becoming the person that I never were. Everything is beautifully uncomfortable. The kick drum is tapping a heartbeat of lead. I'm clearing the ghosts right out of my head, but they keep coming back in a different frame, with a different face and a different name. I'm crossing the border, I'm breaking the law of the only reality I ever saw. I'm immersing in the moments I can't explain. A bit of the sun and a bit of the rain. It's awkward and heavy, it's vaguely okay. I'm watching the colors just fading away.
The lines are dissolving on the visual plane. I'm watching the city through the evening rain. I don't know where the sorrow is supposed to end. I don't know what is broken and what I should mend. The edges are blurry, the focus is gone. I'm waiting for a heavy and a cynical dawn. It's a comfortable mess, it's a quiet disease. I'm falling apart in the evening breeze. Out of focus, out of the frame. I'm playing a very ambiguous game. The definition is completely lost. Immersing in the moments I can't translate. A beautiful flaw in a heavy state. It's awkward and vague, but it's pulling me deep. I'm guarding the secrets I don't wanna keep. What is this feeling? A smear on the glass. I'm letting the unreadable moments pass. The guitar is crying with the heavy reverb. I'm watching the shadow on the city curb. The sub-bass is hitting on the offbeat track. I'm moving ahead, but I'm looking back. I can't tell the difference between the wrong and right. I'm totally blind in the middle of the night, but the blindness is soothing, the darkness is cool. I'm breaking the edge of the absolute rule. Listen to the rain, listen to the blur. I'm becoming the person that I never were. A masterpiece of a complete distortion. Is ticking a subtle delay. I'm washing the sharp and the clear away. I'm rendering the mood in a shade of gray. I don't have a single little thing to say. The feeling is heavy, the feeling is wide. I'm taking a very ambiguous ride, immersing in the moments I can't translate. A beautiful flaw in a heavy state. It's awkward and vague, but it's pulling me deep. I'm guarding the secrets I don't want to keep. The chord is striking just a little bit wrong, but it fits right into this cynical song. The harmony's broken, the melody's cracked. I'm looking at the reality, stating the fact. It makes me uncomfortable, makes me tense, but I'm finding the beauty in the lack of sense. A heavy vibration in the back of the tooth. I'm finding the uncomfortable in absolute truth. Don't tune the piano, don't fix the string. I'm enjoying the awkwardness of the thing. A beautiful clash in the atmosphere. It's an indescribable and an awkward grace. A cynical smile on an asymmetric face. It's heavy and strange, vaguely divine. I'm crossing the wrong in the invisible line. What is this feeling? A beautiful flaw. The strangest emotion that I ever saw. The kick drum is hitting with the heavy weight. I'm accepting the highly unusual fate. You tell me it's sad, you tell me it's bleak, but I'm finding the cynical answers I seek. I don't want the perfect, I don't want the pure. I don't want the medicine, I don't want the cure. I want the dissonance, I want the clash. I'm finding the diamond right in the trash. Listen to the wrong, listen to the break. I'm doing it all for the uncertainty's sake. A masterpiece of an absolute error. The rhythm is dragging, intentionally slow. I'm letting the heavy and the awkward grow. I'm framing the image a little to the right. I'm leaving the shadow in the middle of the light. The feeling is nameless, the feeling is deep. I'm taking the dissonance into my sleep. It's an indescribable and an awkward grace. A cynical smile on an asymmetric face. It's heavy and strange, vaguely divine. I'm crossing the wrong and the invisible line. The train is a ghost, rattling the bone. I'm sitting here feeling like I'm made out of stone. The horizon is gray, a flat kind of line. I'm watching the stars as they fail to shine. It's not a tragedy, it's just a delay. A heavy kind of a winter gray day. I'm breathing the smoke, I'm breathing the mist, I'm crossing the joy right off of my list. No resolution, no final goodbye, just a long vibration in a heavyweight sky. The distance is calling, but I'm standing still, immersing in the silence I cannot define. Everything is yours and everything is mine. It's awkward and sturdy, it's vaguely okay. I'm watching the world as it's turning to gray. What is this feeling? A weight in the chest, a very professional and a cynical rest. The brushes are sweeping, gentle and dry. I'm watching the clouds as they're passing me by. The piano is dark, a singular tone. I'm perfectly happy to be working alone. The structure is solid, the structure is cold. I'm buying the silence that cannot be sold. No warm interactions, no friendly advice. I'm rolling a very calculated dice. Listen to the void, listen to the deep. I'm waking the secrets I promised to keep. A beautiful kind of a desolate space. The kick is a pulse, a low kind of thud. I'm making a castle out of the mud. The crossover's coming, the border is near. I'm leaving the logic and I'm leaving the fear. I'm closing the session, I'm saving the frame. I'm the only one who knows the rules of the game. Immersing in the silence I cannot define. Everything is yours and everything is mine. It's awkward and sturdy, it's vaguely okay. I'm watching the world as it's turning to gray. The clock is ticking, but the hands are still. I'm pouring water that I cannot spill, suspended somewhere in the evening air. I'm sitting sideways in the office chair. It's not a sorrow, not a heavy grief, just a cynical and a strange relief. I'm looking through the window at the fading light, a pixelated twilight bleeding in the night. A heavy pause between the inhale and the breath. I'm dancing quietly away from death. I don't know what to call this empty zone. Immersing in the moments I cannot define. An awkward geometry, a broken line. It feels a little heavy, vaguely understood. I'm leaning into something that is somehow good. What is this feeling? A phantom in the space, a quiet resignation on a tired face. The The upright bass is pulling down the floor. I'm leaving the logic right outside the door. The monitor is glowing in a shade of blue. I'm rendering a version that is slightly askew. A little bit of static in the visual field. I'm watching the invisible and quiet shield. I don't really wanna move, I don't wanna break this uncomfortable comfort that I'm trying to make. Listen to the hum. I'm waiting for a feeling that will never come. A beautiful kind of an empty stage. The snare is tapping like a distant rain, washing out the color and the mental stain. I'm existing in the middle of a blank display. I'm watching the structure of the world decay. It's a peaceful kind of a heavy collapse, a cynical beauty in the quiet gaps, immersing in the moments I cannot define. An awkward geometry, a broken line. It feels a little heavy, vaguely understood. I'm leaning into something that is somehow good. I'm looking for a word that I cannot find. The glitch in the heart and the glitch in the mind. The guitar is playing a bittersweet chord. I'm swinging a heavy and a dull-edged sword. You ask me what's wrong, I tell you I'm fine, but I'm crossing a very invisible line. It's a pleasant kind of a structural pain. A sunny day in the middle of the rain. Don't try to fix it, don't try to heal. I'm just trying to learn how I'm supposed to feel. The texture is rough, the texture is gold. It's untranslatable the way that I move, finding my rhythm in a crooked out groove. Awkwardly beautiful, vaguely profound. I'm building a fortress out of the sound. What is this feeling? A hollow embrace, a cynical smile on a tired out face. The bass is a pulse, hitting so low. I'm letting the analytical energy go. The air is so thin, the air is so cold. I'm throwing away the stories I told. A little bit of magic, a little bit of dust, a heavy vibration of a digital rust. I'm falling in love with the uncertainty, the only version of the truth I can see. Listen to the friction, listen to the spark. I'm leaving a quiet and a glowing mark. Everything is perfectly out of sync. The final note is a question, not an end. A broken emotion that I cannot bend. I'm closing the book, I'm turning the light into a different and a cynical night. I'm standing at the edge of the absolute blue, looking for a version that's entirely true. It's untranslatable the way that I move, finding my rhythm in a crooked out groove. Awkwardly beautiful, vaguely profound. I'm building a fortress out of the sound. I'm standing right here in the middle of the hall. I'm waiting for the heavy and the final fall. It's not the beginning, it isn't the end. It's a broken dimension that I cannot bend. The rendering bar is stuck in the space. I'm staring right into the absolute face. It's an awkward purgatory, a heavy delay. I'm watching the color just draining away. No backward step, no forward motion. I'm drowning inside of a cynical ocean. The beauty of the absolute stands still, immersing in the moments I can't define. A heavy suspension on the borderline. It's awkward and blank, vaguely profound. I'm waiting for a very impossible sound. What is this feeling? I'm caught in the web, watching the quiet and the heavy tide ebb. The trumpet is muted, a distant call. I'm watching the shadow on the concrete wall. I should be anxious, I should be afraid, but I'm finding my peace in the cynical shade. A lack of direction, a lack of a drive. I'm barely existing, I'm barely alive, but the emptiness holds me, the emptiness cares. I'm walking completely invisible stairs. Listen to the twilight, listen to the gap. I'm falling completely right off of the map. A beautiful kind of an empty space. The sirens are fading deep in the night. I'm losing the border of the dark and light. The feeling is heavy, the feeling is strange. I'm waiting right here for the absolute change, but until it comes, I'm holding the line. I'm making the unreadable completely mine, immersing in the moments I can't define. A heavy suspension on the borderline. It's awkward and blank, vaguely profound. I'm waiting for a very impossible sound.